I'm going to make a nice cucumber and seaweed salad with red pepper for color, carrot for color, celery for color, red onion for taste, a little ginger, roasted sesame oil, and rice vinegar, and maybe a little salt and hot sauce, but the ginger should give it enough heat. This dried seaweed doesn't seem like it's a lot, but watch what happens. Use the whole package when I soak this in water. About this salad, everything has to be very small and fine, thin. So cut the cube in half like this, and then come out with pieces like this. The cucumber and everything else in the salad nice and small. So now we cut even this piece in half. So we're going to wind up with very thin slices. Like so. And make sure that your knife goes through. Like so. Nice and thin. So cut all the cucumber up like that. Even this piece, we'll just cut this on the bias like that. Cut all the cucumbers up, then we'll do the carrots. The carrots, celery. I can't cut up fine enough with a knife, so I have to use my mandolin with this fine grating attachment. It just makes life easier when you have something like this. And we don't need a lot. Like I said, it's for color. So, notice how fine that is. So that'll take care of the carrots. I'm going to do the same thing. Very fine. Why? Because I'm not going to cook it. I'm going to put it in there raw. And I don't like large pieces. And some of the juice will come out. And I bought a knobby piece like this, just so I can hold it easy and grate it without getting your fingernails caught in there. Nice and easy. You know what they say? It's all in the equipment. And all that juice is coming out too. And then this, the amount that I have there, which I'm going to increase, since it came out long like that. Now you see how juicy that is. That's easier to eat. Nice and fine. And we don't need a lot. This is very strong. So now the ginger's ready. So we'll do the celery and just push the ginger off to the side. And if you see all that juice on there, that's from the ginger. And not to lose it, we're going to first peel the celery, because in the salad you don't want this stringiness. You want something light and crunchy. So peel all the ribs off the celery. Do that. We want to have this as thin as possible. So I'm just going to cut it, put the two pieces together, right where the ginger juice is, to pick up that flavor. And I'm going to cut it straight across, because I don't want too long of a piece, but I want it nice and thin, like so. So finish cutting that up. The red pepper. So what I like to do is just cut right off the side, the length of the piece that I want. Cut this in half, and then nice small julienne pieces of pepper. And after the pepper, we're going to look for the red onion. After you cut it in half, just cut that core out so the pieces will not be stuck together. And nice fine julienne. And we're not having an onion salad, so that should be sufficient. Nice and fine. Now we're going to drain the seaweed and start putting this thing together. But first, we'll toast the sesame seeds. Which, if you like sesame seeds, then you can go from a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons. This will brown. I already had this heated up, so this shouldn't take long. You don't need any oil. The second it browns, I'm throwing it right on top of the cucumbers. I'll toss it, and then we'll add everything else. So, a relatively high flame. This is 1, 2, 3. And it's going to brown immediately. Giving you that nice toasted flavor. And jumping around like popcorn. Just about there. This only takes a minute. And that is it. Just shut that off. This will add that to the cucumber. Don't worry, that little bit of heat on all of that cucumber is not going to do anything. Won't hurt it at all. So now we'll drain. I forgot one item. Cut on a bias, scallions. Nice and thin. And if you remember how much that little package was, look how it expanded. So we'll add this. So that's it. Everything's in here. The most difficult part of this is the mixing. Just to mix it nice and uniform. Now take this, put it in a container, refrigerate it for a couple of hours, let all the flavors work together, and there you have a nice side dish to put on your table for your little buffet. You want to increase, you want to put a little hot sauce, go ahead. You want to make it saltier, put a little soy sauce in there. But I didn't go that route.